clubs out, getting ready for the start of the second half here at Cardinal Stritch. Just a razor-thin 1-point difference between Whiteford and Cardinal Stritch. Let's take a look at the leading scorers here. Now, Bailey Baldwin jumped out and scored the first 8 points of the game. She has been scoreless since. And on the flip side, Courtney Hardy, she's been doing it mainly from the free throw line. All but 3 of those points coming from the charity stripe. And then a lot of balance between the rest of the supporting cast.
Well, it sure is. As Hardy steps out and knocks down the 3 right there to start the second half for the Cardinals.
Hardy now into double digits. And just the second lead of the evening for Cardinal Stritch. As the Bobcats trying to feed the post, Iperley was there but couldn't quite handle it. That will be another turnover, the 18th of the ball game.
You know, just way too many. Got to take care of the basketball. See that the double team is there from the Cardinals and reverse that basketball.
And they are coming out in that 2-2-1 press that gave Cardinal Stritch some problems to start the ball game. Besgrove, their leading scorer at 14 a game, still looking to break the scoreboard here. Nice dribble penetration by Berg. Splits a double team, stays with it. Is a second time a charm. Not quite. You still like that play, though, don't you?
Absolutely. Got all the way to the rim. Just got to finish it when you get to the rim.
Iperley trying to clear out. Taylor won't beat a path up the near side. Cardinal Sinna picking up her dribble just across half court. It was deflected. Good defense by Besgrove. Baldwin goes to the far corner, and that's a nice dribble drive, but just a bit short. And we've got a whistle down low. Walker made a good move. I think she pulled up just a little early on that, too. I think she had at least another step or two in that drive, don't you?
Well, yeah, but Van Anders does a nice job of coming over from the help side, making it difficult for her, and making that shot a little bit more difficult than what she thought was going to happen initially.
Yost is back. Can Besgrove get onto the scoreboard? She cannot just yet. And the frustration continues to mount for the leading scorer for Cardinal Stritch. Now this is athlete on athlete. Oh! Picked in her pocket. Will she score here? Not quite. She gets another opportunity, and now, finally, the lid off the basket for Taylor Besgrove.
Great stick-to-itiveness there for Besgrove. Missed the shot by good defense by Baldwin, but was able to get the offensive rebound and get back up.
She got under Baldwin's skin there. She wanted to go one-on-one against her, but a little out of control as she stripped. And here comes Besgrove again. 2-on-2. She'll spot up from 18. The ball almost boarded by Hardy. Little pinball action with it. Finally secured by Walker. Walker, nice cross-court pass. Good seal. Iperley makes the move, and she'll head to the free throw line.
Excellent ball reversal there, and then good recognition to get that ball right down into the post to Iperley, who has one-on-one there, is able to absorb the bump. 2 free throws.
Good, strong move, as the foul being charged against Minetta. That'll be her second. Iperley, 4 points in the first half, all coming in the first quarter. And she uses every bit of the iron in the backboard here, but she's now got 5.
A little bit flat on that free throw, but was able to roll it over to the front of the rim and drop it in for 1.
She's got a chance to pull the Bobcats back to within a basket here. Isaac, Skyzik, you bet. Over the top of the press. Hardy being aggressive, but a good idea to back it out with the numbers not there.
Great job by Baldwin to cut that line off so that Hardy couldn't get all the way to the rim.
And that after the pass out. Baldwin was looking very sharp for Cardinal Stritch here in the early going of the second half. That pass deflected, and then the shot just off the iron. Walker with 3 fouls. Nice job to get it to a guard. He go run down and post up. Baldwin crosses over into the paint. Is that ball partially blocked? It was not. They're going to say out of bounds last touch by Baldwin. A little bit of frustration there by the Bobcat point guard.
Yeah, she's got to get herself into the lane there and jump stop. You know, if she can't go up with it, she's kind of forcing a little bit. Jump stop. If you have a good shot, shoot it, obviously. If not, kick that thing out.
That's almost become a lost art anymore, hasn't it? The jumper from about 7 to 8 feet out to stop the pop.
Yep, no doubt about it. That little in-between mid-range jump shot, very difficult. And, you know, she's showing it there. Jump stop, shoot that ball, or kick it.
Out of bounds on the turnover. Bobcats with a chance to tie this ball game up, possibly even take the lead with a 3 here. Baldwin, Walker, just outside the top of the arc. Baldwin will spot up with the long-range J, just a bit short. Minetta, Johnny on the spot, and an ill-advised foul by Whiteford here. Take your pick. This will be the third foul on Eiferle.
So interesting little thing here. Both bigs for Whiteford. A little bit of foul trouble with 3 each.
Nice crossover. Hardy goes to the corner. Besgrove wide open. It's just not her night. Taylor crossed over, fouled, and a good show of sportsmanship there by Yost to help her up. Wow, you don't see that very often. I come over, I hammer you, but I'll help you up. And then she sprints down the court to play some defense.
You come inside down here, I'm going to hammer you again, and I'll help you up again.
But you'll remember me the next time.
That's right.
Baldwin crosses over once, twice. Walker, oh, that's a tough move from the high blocks. Everything but finish, but Eiferle's there, count it, and one coming.
Great job by Eiferle to get herself in position on the backside there to clean up the miss, take the bump, and one.
Yost with her third foul, but you saw right there, both, despite having 3 fouls each, both Bobcats posts getting in good position.
And Eiferle was successful there because she kept the ball high. She got that rebound, kept it up above her head, and went right back up with it.
Eiferle misses here, the rebound. Ripped down, but point blank. Walker can't hit the shot, and another stoppage of play. You see Walker right there forcing a smile on her face.
Eiferle got that second shot rebound, offense rebound down there. Unfortunately, her legs bumped a little bit off balance, and they tied her up for a jump ball, but Whiteford will keep the basketball.
Skipping out near corner, they absolutely lose Baldwin, and she's just a bit short. Walker with another board, and she has just been an absolute animal down low tonight. The foul will go against Yost, and that's her 4th. If you're Coach Curon, you don't have a choice now, do you?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Still 4 minutes to go in this third period. Definitely going to have to sit here for quite a bit of time here, probably the rest of the third period, if not more.
Walker sees this one rattle in and out. Walker with just a couple of points on the evening. She averages 8.5, and the charity stripe has been anything but for really both teams tonight. We play on. Besgrove up the near side. They'll set up their half-court offense. Hardy, nice pump fake. Dribble penetration and the kick out. And Berg is the beneficiary. Give her 3. Her first basket from the 4 of any type this evening.
Great offensive possession there. Hardy penetrates the baseline. Any type of baseline penetration, that shooter on the backside slide to the corner is Berg there, wide open, and knock the 3 down.
You saw the percentages for both teams from beyond the arc, almost identical, but the difference is Cardinal Stritch has taken about 3 times as many from beyond the arc.
More opportunities equals more chances for it to go in.
Turnover there, you see Walker getting back, and almost a steal. That's going to be a double dribble. And Erica Berg knew it. Just had a brain cramp.
Brain cramp and a little bit of a defensive pressure there. Made it uncomfortable for her. Put her in a situation she didn't like, and she turned it over.
Lauren Walker will inbound here. Bobcats can pull within 1 or tie it up with a 3 here. An ill-advised pass stolen away by Hardy. The outlet, can Besgrove win the 50-50 ball? Athlete on athlete. Baldwin got back, and she'll make her earn it from the free throw line. Baldwin was upset with herself that she didn't get the steal, but in all honesty, that's good hustle.
It sure is. You know, I think she thought she had a block there, and initially she did get ball, but she slid it down and got her on the elbow, so definitely a foul there. Besgrove with 2.
And the first puts the night on. Just her 3rd point of the evening. Substitution here for the Bobcats, as Caitlin Taylor will check back in. Besgrove will get another. Get a good look at the youngster there on the way. She connects on her second. 28-24. This is the largest, check that, 29-24. This is the largest lead of the ballgame for either team. Baldwin crosses over, spots up for 3, and look at her. Yeah, she acts like she's been there.
She definitely acted like she'd hit that a couple times. Great job coming off of that screen up high there. Square on the shoulders, square on the feet, knocking it down.
And she gets back to get the deflection. This will go off of Vanetta, and right now, Bailey Baldwin is playing high energy at both ends of the court.
Boy, she sure is a great job coming down to close that pass off, because had she not hustled down from her up top spot there, that would have been an easy 2 for Vanetta.
She'll dish off here. This 3 is just a bit short from Katie Lipp. Here comes Besgrove. Lip gets back though. Nice job defensively to cut her off. Besgrove keeping her dribble. On the drive, Berg can't get the roll, but does draw the foul. Bailey Baldwin has just picked up her second, team foul number 4. Berg to the line where she is a perfect 4 for 4 tonight. Now make it 4 for 5. Few dribbles here, deep knee crouch. This one's on the way and a little long. And the board taps out. Look at this. Berg's, oh wow. Creates some space for herself. Can't find the range. Besgrove. Rebound on the weak side. Besgrove will slow it down. This is the heads-up play of an upperclassman here. And just as I say that, she throws it away. Walker coast to coast, and that's an easy lay-in. We are tied at 29.
It's one of those turnovers that's a tough turnover. Not that any turnover is a good turnover, but it leads to an easy 2 for Whiteford just to kill it.
Besgrove doesn't want the open 3, a little gun shy here this evening, and that's understandable. The ball was tapped, but Hardy picks it up. They now have a 5-on-4 advantage as Baldwin hasn't gotten back yet, but they don't attack. Nice job to recover by the rest of the Bobcat defense. Baseline drive, Berg, nice pass. From distance, Hardy can't find the range. Walker with a strong two-handed board. Look at this, one of your posts putting on a little bit of a dribbling click.
And great job by Walker to absorb the bump of Besgrove along the sideline there, not lose the ball.
Baldwin, nice crossover, hard in, and the Bobcats retake the lead. Bailey Baldwin now with 13 points on the evening. Besgrove will slow it down, dribble in between the rings. Vanetta. Now she's posting up. She has the defense on her hip, but they're dropping down to double team her. Berg looking. Vanessa's got to get her hands up, though. She wants the ball, and look at this. Lerner pops and drains her second basket of the evening.
Excellent patience there by Cardinals to move the basketball to get that wide open free throw jumper there for Turner.
Tied up at 31 each. Baldwin threads the needle. Walker, nice drop step into the paint. The iron unkind. Ball being batted around. Now we've got a scrum for it. Jump ball to call, and the arrow points to Cardinal Stritch.
Alternating possession is the Bobcats.
You just kind of get the feeling whoever has the ball last is going to win the game, don't you?
Sure too. So that definitely flow of the game that, we've been back and forth both ways, both teams not real big leads, but anytime there's been a decent lead, they've called right back in.
You constantly hear it. Basketball is a game of runs. The largest run for either team tonight. Cardinal Stritch had a 5-0 run earlier in this quarter, but then they gave it right back. 22 seconds left to go here in this quarter. Knotted up at 31 apiece. Besgrove doesn't want it. Should back it out. Still plenty of time. Hardy does. No good. And off the Bobcats. Walker thought that might have been off of Turner, but the official thinks otherwise. 9.4 seconds. We'll see what they draw up on the inbounds. Stolen away. Bailey Baldwin, coast to coast. We see you, number 3. We see you. Three-quarter score shot. It's coming your way. Terry Shadle with cat-like reflexes hauls it in and gets it back to an official. And just like that, a battle of the point guards. The Bobcats point guard, Bailey Baldwin, with a steal and coast to coast, and gives Whiteford a 2-point advantage going into the final 8 minutes. Welcome back to Cardinal Stritch High School. As you can see, the start of the fourth quarter, this has now become an 8-minute ball game. Whiteford 33, Cardinal Stritch 31. Brent Balbadon alongside Terry Shadle. You see the look there. Both these teams got out to a very quick start, but since then, Terry, defense has ruled the roost.
Defense there, and just as that, we see Besgrove with the turnover.
And here comes the Bobcats. Taylor That ball might have been partially blocked and tied up down low. You see Erica Berg, she wasn't about to give that up. She hits the deck, it's a jump ball, and earns her team the possession, and she's a little gimpy. Come on, number 2, walk it off. It's a good kind of pain.
Yep, walk it off. You're not taking me out. Too close of a ball game. Let's get this on.
You bet competitors want in situations like this. She will stay in the game. The Bobcats will come out in that press again. The flash, and that pass just a bit telegraphed as Lindsey Walker steps in front of the post with the steal. Baldwin behind the back. Taylor, whoa, almost dribbled it off of her foot. Now they'll set out. Whoa, with a pass with one hand. Walker goes up strong. Bailey Baldwin with x-ray vision. How did she see through 4 jerseys there?
Boy, what hands, too. She caught that with one hand. You'll see here, one hand pass.
Wow.
Zinged it down there. Found Walker on the block, 2 free throws.
Say what, though, credit Walker for having her hands up and being ready for it. And she rattles home her first free throw.
That's the lone senior there for the Bobcats. Getting the job done late here in this ball game.
Second is on the way. In and out. Lead remains 3. Still anybody's contest. And Sammy Turner in the ball game, checking in after that changeover on the quarters. Hardy from the free throw line extended. Vesgrove with a rare drive. Leaves a bit short. Vanetta almost. Walker boxes her out. Walker, I don't think of giving it up to a guard. And Baldwin will launch for 3. Boy, she had an open look. Vanetta underneath, though, with the rebound.
Just short, had it on line, just a little short on that one.
That would have been big. Would have been the largest lead for either team tonight. And again, fronting the post, quick hands, nice steal by Lip. She'll spot up from 15, and it pays dividends.
What a tough shot in transition to hit that 15-footer, stopping your dribble and pulling it up and knocking it down.
What were we just talking about last quarter about how it's become a lost art? Nice drive, just a little hard off the glass, though, by Berg. And Walker is just pulling Windex out of her back pocket. She is cleaning the glass.
She sure is. 1 rebound from 10 of them.
And she drives, showing off a little dexterity, but in the net, cleans it up. 2-possession game right now. With under 6 minutes left to go. I think it might be kind of important here for the Cardinals to get a good look as Hardy drives. Walker gets set, and that was gutsy with 3 fouls. She draws the charge. Hardy now with her 3rd. Wow.
Great job by Walker, as you said, giving up the body for those situations. How's the official going to call it? Got herself in position to get the charge. Great work.
Walker stands in, I'd say, close to 6 foot, but what she does have is a little bit thicker body. And when I say that, I mean muscular. She's clearly an athlete, as you can see with her ball handling skills, but she's a matchup nightmare for Cardinal Stritch. As, wow, a jump ball to call here. The Bobcat defense continuing to ratchet things up here in the 4th quarter.
They sure are, you know, and the turnovers and taking care of the basketball is going to be of a priority here as we move forward in this 4th quarter.
Caitlin Taylor will inbound with her club already up by 5. Nice muscle by the other Walker. Yes, Lauren is also in the ball game. She says, remember me? She's got 9 points on the evening. This is the largest lead for either team tonight, 7 points. Vanetta faces up. She'll go baseline, cut off. Whoa, try to no-look pass there, and it goes right to Baldwin.
Got herself caught in no man's land there. Just kind of threw it back. Baldwin was there to take it away.
Baldwin crosses over, 1-on-3. Walker up top. Nice wraparound pass to her sister, and Lauren is tied up. Sydney Turner, she's done a nice job off the bench.
She sure has. That pass there a little bit too close on the spacing. The 2 Walker sisters, a little bit too close there. Need to space it out. Made that difficult pass, and that's why that ball was tied up.
Turner will check out. Hope Yost will check in. She has 4 fouls. And Coach Sherron feeling he can't wait any longer as we've got another whistle. Are we going to have a push-off against Vanetta here? 50-50 ball.
I think they got 3rd. Yeah, they got 3rd.
They got Berg 2, not 22.
One of those situations there where you kind of make a sloppy pass, not happy with yourself, and you turn it over Worst part is you compound it with a foul.
Little frustration, a timeout on the floor here by Coach Curon. We'll take one with them. 4:52 left to go. 7-point lead for Whiteford. You take a look at the scoreboard there. Whiteford with the largest lead for either team in this ball game. 7 points with just under 5 minutes left to go as we welcome you back to Cardinal Stritch High School. Brent Balbanot, Terry Shadle. And really, it's been back and forth, but you kind of get the feeling, since neither of these teams are high-octane offensively, Terry, you get the feeling it's already crunch time, and it definitely is now, as a nice spin move and a nice basket by Madison Eiferle to make it a 9-point Bobcat advantage.
And you notice Cardinal Stritch switched up to a man-to-man defense there, so coaches feeling a little bit of pressure, got to change it up, trying to get some turnovers there, but unfortunately gave up a layup.
Hardy from downtown. Her third three of the night.
Courtney Hardy says, not so fast. We're not done here yet. We still got 4 minutes left in this ball game.
That three-point line is a great equalizer, and they're back to within 6. Baldwin. A dangerous pass down low, but Eiferle had the seal. Goes up. She was cross-footed. Out of bounds. And the Stritch Cardinals get another big stop.
They did. You know, it's a tough situation. They were a little bit of a tough pass. Bad angle from Baldwin, but Eiferle did a great job of catching the ball, but just couldn't quite get her feet under control.
On that press, almost a steal by Eiferle. Hardy, from her knees, put on a clinic. That was great athleticism.
Great job keeping the dribble there and able to get yourself back up and move forward.
Berg steps into a three. It's off the mark, but Vanetta cleans up underneath. She'll dribble baseline, now dribble out. Nice job to kick out and go reset. Hardy posting up, middle of the paint, banks it in. 5 points coming out of that last timeout. And now Coach Manley wants a break as it's down to a 2-point deficit. Check that, 4, it's the new math.
It's a full timeout.
Full timeout. 3:24 left to go. Don't go anywhere, we're back after this. Well, it was crunch time about 2 minutes ago. It's definitely crunch time now. 3:24 left to go in regulation. 5-0 run coming out of the last timeout by Cardinal Stritch has them right back in this game. Bailey Baldwin drives, dishes, Walker from 18. Can't find the range. Way to follow the shot, though, and pull down the offensive board by Lip. Going up strong, no good. Walker almost had it, and is that Hardy again from her knees? The outlet to Berg. Hardy crosses over, kicks back out, just inside the arc. Berg can't find the range. One-handed board by Baldwin, and here we go. She's off to the races. She didn't care that it was 1-on-3. Your best athletes want the ball in this situation, Terry. Guess who the best athlete is for Whiteford?
Bailey Baldwin got the ball high off the rebound there, coast to coast, takes the bump. 2 free throws coming for Bailey.
Already got back, but that's going to be her 4th foul. Baldwin, just her 2nd trip to the charity stripe tonight. She's 1 for 2. And uses the front of the iron, had just enough English on it to get it to fall over and falls through. If this tells you anything, coming into tonight, Bailey Baldwin had been to the free throw line 52 times. This was 54. She's 1 for 2. The next closest, Laura Walker at 38.
She has the ball in her hands a lot and is taking care of it down crunch time. Getting to the line, needs to knock them down.
5-point lead. Cardinal Stritch, though, starting to run out of time. Hardy got a good look, follows her shot, jump ball, and the arrow goes the Bobcats' way.
Great job there by Walker to just wall up there, not foul, not slide over and use the hips. Just contest that shot and make it very difficult for Hardy.
I thought Cardinal Stritch might come out at least some token pressure or pick up at half court now with 2.5 left to go, but they're going to go back and play some strong half-court defense. We'll see if the Bobcats take the air out of the ball. Walker elects not to. She releases off the mark and cleaning up underneath. Hardy, and do we have a jump ball again? The arrow, though, points Cardinal Stritch's direction. Don't check it. It's a foul. This will go against Lauren Walker, her 2nd. Team foul number 5. Bobcats still have a couple to give before they put the Cardinals in the bonus. Berg across half court. Crucial possession here for Cardinal Stritch. Would you call this a must-score possession?
It's getting close to it for sure.
Vanetta spots up, and wow! Icewater intervenes. Her first basket from the floor here in the second half. She has 8 points.
Great job by Vanetta to square up there and kind of put a little floater right over the top of the much bigger Lindsey Walker.
Stritch needs another stop here, though, and we'll see how anxious the Bobcats are to take a shot here. They're clearing out. Look at this. Eiperle muscles up a shot. We've got action underneath the cylinder, and we've got a foul on the Bobcats. This will go against Walker, her third, and one more puts Cardinal Stritch in the bonus.
Yeah, this is a situation in the game, ball in possession. No need to shoot that basketball there. Minute 30, you're up 3. They weren't even guarding her out there. Just hold the ball until they have to come out and guard you. Got to take only layups in this situation. Now you got to get a stop.
41-38, and a walk as Hardy had picked up her dribble. She was desperately calling for somebody to come back and help, and she drugged her pivot foot. How long before you have to foul here if you're Cardinal Stritch?
Well, you're only doing one possession here. I think you play good, solid defense till probably 45 seconds at least and try to get a steal. And, you know, Bobcats haven't been patient. There's steal right there.
Steals. Here comes Besgrove. Goes in strong. Count it! It hasn't been a night offensively, but both her baskets from the floor have been off of steals. Oh, a big mistake right there by Taylor to pick up her dribble as she crossed half court, and Coach Manley calls a timeout. Just when you thought they were out of it, the last nail in their coffin almost hammered home. Cardinal Stritch comes back to cut the deficit to 1. Don't go anywhere. A minute 7 left to go. Nothing decided at Cardinal Stritch. One minute and 7 seconds left to go. We welcome you back to Cardinal Stritch. Baldwin drives in, and she's fouled by Vanetta. Just 5 seconds taken off the clock there as Vanetta picks up her third. However, that's team foul number 9. Baldwin to the stripe. She is 2 for 4 tonight. This place has become deathly quiet as she drains her first.
Key free throws here, as all free throws are key, but as we go down the stretch here, extend this lead. Possibility to make it a 3-point to tie for the Cardinals.
Baldwin, a 54% free throw shooter. She's won 100% when it matters the most tonight. Up to a 3-point lead. Now remember, this is still just a 1-possession game. Do you need a 3 or just the best good look here if you're Cardinal Stritch?
Best shot you get, just score the basket.
Vanetta got a good look there from the baseline. Leaves it short. We have a whistle down low. It will go against the Cardinals. And if that's Yost, she's done. It is. She's heading to the bench. Hope Yost has just fouled out with 50.5 seconds left to go on a scoreless night.
You got to give Hope credit there. She was banging down inside late in the ball game, trying to get herself in position just a little bit too much with the hip there. Pushed Walker out of the way, and they caught her on the backside with the hip check.
At the other end of the gym, this is 2 shots banked in. The first one by Lindsey Walker. You don't get style points. This for a 5-point advantage. She cannot. 49 seconds left to go. Safe to say a must-score possession here for the Cardinals. And the clock is not their friend. Besgrove for 3. Yes! On a night where it seems like there's been a lid on the basket for Taylor Besgrove, she didn't hesitate.
Great penetration by Hardy, able to find Besgrove, and what do they say? Shoot or shoot. She may have struggled all night, but she hit a big one there to cut it within 1 point. 36 seconds to go in this ball game.
Just a 1-point game. How far do you extend the pressure here if you're Cardinal Stritch? We haven't seen much of it tonight, maybe a half-court trap at best. What's your plan here if you're Coach Curon?
I think you definitely have to pick up in the full court here, even though you haven't done it, and you try to get a steal. You have till half court. That's 10 seconds. Maybe get a 10-second violation. But try to get a turnover again. You're not in a foul situation until you get, 20 seconds. Good 15, 20 seconds here. Play good, great defense. As many turnovers as there's been tonight, there's a good chance you could get one right here.
All right, so here's question number 2. If you don't get the steal, how much time can you allow to tick off the clock before you foul?
Again, I think you let it go for 15, 20 seconds because, and again, with the tendency of the Bobcats to have turned the ball over tonight, get after them on defense, and they may just give it to you.
Now, if you are Whiteford, you shouldn't be in any rush to shoot here, should you?
You're not going to shoot at all. In fact, you're going to hold that basketball, and if it's me, I'm putting that ball in the hands of Bailey Baldwin and let her break this thing by herself because she's handled it all night. Get her the basketball and clear it out.
Way to go out on a limb. They are going to release Baldwin. This is a baseball length pass, and she tracks it down and wisely dribbles it back out. And Besgrove quickly comes up and fouls her. Baldwin looks back, thought that might have been a little aggressive, but when you're a point guard, a good ball handler, and you're looking at low-level D1 colleges just as a junior, yeah, they're going to identify you. So now, can she salt it away from the charity stripe here? She is 3 for 4 here in the fourth quarter. She just hit her last 2. She's now hit her last 3.
What a great athletic play for her to be able to track that inbound ball that looked like it was going out the other end of the gym, which would have given the Cardinals the ball down here. So great athleticism just to track that one down and then knocks them both down at the free throw line.
Baldwin with ice water in her veins, drains both. She is 4 for her last 4. She is 5 for 6 here in the fourth quarter, and it's back up to a 3-point lead, 46-43. Cardinal Stritch got a big 3 by Taylor Besgrove their last trip down, but with 31 seconds left, do you necessarily need a 3 this trip down?
Again, no, not 30 seconds left in the game. You still have a pair of timeouts left, so you can burn a timeout right after you score, set your defense, you get a bucket to at least cut this down so you don't have to shoot a 3. Again, maybe get a turnover. The Bobcats here, obviously, you need to contain, you need to contest. You need to contest, especially that 3-point shot without fouling, just contest.
I don't know if those are good moves on the court, but they certainly draw the cameraman's attention. She has no idea she's on, does she?
None whatsoever.
Oh, she won't live that down. Let's get her a copy. We see you up there. All right, here comes Cardinal Stritch. Still some pressure being shown by the Bobcats. An open look, step in 3. Hardy can't get the range. It was a good look. Walker with the board, and now the Cardinals have to foul as Besgrove comes up and gets her money's worth on Baldwin.
Well, a great rebound there by Walker. Lindsay went up and got the basketball in traffic, brought it down, was strong with it, and even more impressive was her patience there. You know, it wasn't a hot potato. She pivoted, found Bailey there on the outlet, was able to get her the basketball. Great job by Lindsay Walker.
Baldwin has been near perfect here in the fourth quarter from the charity stripe, and she continues to hit them in clutch time.
Great players make great plays down the stretch.
She's 6 of 7. She's 7 of 8. Now a 5-point lead, 48-43. It's very difficult now for the Cardinals. They've got to get a shot off. 12 seconds. They reverse the ball. Besgrove goes down low. Rejected by Taylor. Jen Crossley, who had just checked in, made a good aggressive move, but Taylor was right there. And we've got a timeout, a full timeout, with 5.6 seconds left to go. We will keep it here.
Last situation there, Walker just too big for Crossley down on the block. Tried to do her best to get over top, but Walker was not to be denied. 5.6 seconds, 5 points. Coach Karen's obviously going to draw a quick hitter up here, get a shot off. It's got to be something where you set up, you know, a screen or something, get it quick, and it can be a 2 or a 3 because you got to have both of them. So it doesn't matter. You're not necessarily drawing up the 3 here. Quick shot and then an immediate timeout because you have 1 left.
Take a look at the 3-point percentages there, and again, dead even, but